Hello students, I am Dr. Krupa Rasane, professor from Jain College of Engineering, Belgavi. I am going to deal with the topic network and cybersecurity, and I am dealing with module 4 of the subject network and cybersecurity, which is an elective for the 8th semester electronics and communication department. The cybersecurity and network has this syllabus for the module 4, which is cyber network security concepts, and it basically has the textbook Thomas J Mowbray Security Managing Systems Conducting Testing and Investigating Instruction by Willey Publications. And also I'll be referring this as the textbook for the whole module, and it is also the prescribed textbook, and it deals basically with the first two chapters of cybersecurity of Thomas Mowbray. And we also am going to introduce you to this YouTube, which will give you an interesting view on antivirus versus anti-malware. So the part 1 basically consists of two chapters. The chapter 1 is the executive summary, and chapter 2 are the problems, that is on cyber's anti-patterns. So now, continuing with the chapter 1 executive summary, we have seen these subtopics in our early lectures. Now let us look into the anti-pattern policy-driven security certifications. So anti-pattern policy-driven security certifications. The gold standard of professional security certifications is the Certified Information System Security Professional CISSP. It is an entirely paper-based qualification requiring a great deal of memorization in 10 diverse security domains such as physical security, communication security, and system security. So CISSP, it's a certification. It is required by the US Department of Defense DoD for both management and technical security workers and demanded in the job market. The goal of this certification is to produce articulate security personnels who can communicate effectively with the upper management for implementation. This paradox was addressed by the Center for Strategic and International Studies, which released a Presidential Commission report, A Human Capital Crisis in Cybersecurity, July 2010. The report states clearly that the current professional certification regime is not merely inadequate, it creates a dangerously false sense of security, with an overemphasis on security compliance on paper versus combating threats. Many people in the cybersecurity community view this finding as controversial because their careers, reputations, and credentials are invested in security compliance policies and procedure. This is the industry that drives A&A, risk management, security control compliance, and other labor-intensive security activities. The prescribed textbook is aimed at providing a refactored solution to the previous anti-patterns. What are the essential education requirements that will enable security personnel to adequately defend enterprises from cyber attack? For the industry readers and 2 to 4 years college students and professors, there are 25 million business establishments in the US. A great number of trained professionals will be needed to defend those business networks, systems, applications, and data. How to acquire the necessary cyber defense skills? One approach is through professional training in hands-on skills, for example at SANS Institute and a handful of other places. SANS Institute offers a master's level degree and a cyber guardian certification, which both require numerous SANS certifications to achieve. These programs are elite and require exceptional student performance. It is hard to imagine that sufficient numbers of people could complete such a rigorous program. Specialized skills available on demand. The following is a recommended list of specialist skills that should be available on demand in IT security shops. Network device specialist, vendor certified specialist with deep knowledge for debugging and configuring the network devices in your shop, for example, routers and firewalls. Applicable certifications are from Cisco, Novell, and other networking vendors. Operating systems security specialist. Specialist in configuring and hardening the security of each operating system in your environment. Applicable certifications and trainings from Microsoft, Oracle Sun, Traces Technology Linux, Red Hat Linux, Novell, SUSU Linux, EI. Digital security and other operating system developers and specialists. These other specialized skills available on demand: database security specialist, specialist in configuring the security of specific database types in your environment. Applicable certifications and training from Oracle, Sybase, Application Security Inc., Wellhouse, that is open source, and other database specialists. Next post is the system forensic specialist, the specialist in depth analysis of systems, creating chains of evidence and other forensic investigations techniques. Applicable training from Defense Cyber Crime Center, SANS Institute, guidance software, access data, and other forensic specialists. The other post that is available is the reverse engineering malware specialist, where the security researcher who captures malwares and analyzes its characteristics with the goal of permanent eradication from your network. Applicable education and training from SANS Institute, Invisible Think Lab, Black Hat courses, and other security researchers. So these are the specialized skills available on demand. Let's summarize what we have learned in the past few lectures. This chapter 1 introduced a new way of thinking about computer security through high-level discussion of anti-patterns, which are habitual mistakes made by the IT security industry. It provides a stark assessment of the current state of cyber threats and defenses so that you can have a clear understanding of the growth and specifications of cybersecurity threats. The chapter discussed key concepts from anti-patterns and security architecture and presents some high-profile anti-patterns along with their refractory solutions. The chapter's concluding solution is an in-depth discussion of cybersecurity learning opportunities. I request the students to go through this particular link and look at the different cybersecurity jobs, roles, and the requirements. Thank you. Feel free to ask any questions.